Yo, what's up, everybody? You know what it is. I hope you had a great Sunday today because I have had a great Sunday. Not too great for my guy on this end, my guy Elam, because things got ugly there at the ravine. And we're going to talk about it. You know who I am, Mykell Mathieu, one half of the Misfits with my Brody. What's up, Elam?
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, world? Three times up top. You know who it is. It's your guy, Elam, here, the other half of the Misfits. Yo, you know you are tuned in to the tightest tag team tandem this side of the galaxy. We got a great show lined up for you today. My Dodgers, we took a little mini vacation. These bozos in Orange County thinking they fly, but that's what happens when you're the champ. We're gonna talk Sparks, we're gonna talk Rams, we're gonna talk Lakers, and of course, we're gonna talk sports and culture. And there might even be a little baby oil. No Diddy, or is there?
Hey, that's great right there, Elam. Appreciate that. But yeah, we thank you guys for tuning in with us. I'm telling you, it's your new favorite show, the greatest tag team in sports, Mykell and E. So E, you know we can't escape it. Kendrick was talking about whooping feet. Them Angels was whooping feet this weekend, smacking up the Dodgers not once, not two, but three times. Sweep, 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 sweep. Man, I should have brought my broom, but the Angels beat them 6-2 on Friday, 11-9 Saturday, and today 6-4. Does this can we now say, at least when it comes to this season, that the Angels run LA, baby? We're like, what you thinking? I'm liking it. I'm pretty sure producer Ben likes it. But I think the Angels run the city right now, man.
Bro, get out of here. You know what? My dad used to tell me even the sun shines on a monkey's nuts. Listen to me, dude. Just because you won 3 games, that means absolutely nothing, bro. The last time that I checked, it was no smut on my rep. 20 and 25? You talking about run the city? Bro, were you even alive the last time the Angels won a World Series? Man, you talking
Yes, I was. Yes, I
looking like
was.
you're looking at the reigning world champs. Listen, we took a little mini vacation, bro. Summertime, you know what I'm saying, is around the corner. It's spring. We not even healthy yet. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
we're
don't want to
good.
hear it.
We're good.
Hey,
We're
we
good.
know the argument that we hear when it comes to say like a LeBron versus Kobe. They say, hey, he got him 16-6 when it comes to the regular season. So I'm gonna do the same thing. 3-0, Angels over the Dodgers. They are Team LA at this point. Of course, it's a long way to go. But hey, they went into the ravine, smacked them up. They even made Otani go from Superman to No Man, or Batman to Bateman, like we
Hey
see
man,
on the
I just
commercial.
I just want to know this, bro. The next time
Okay.
we standing on the mound at Dodger Stadium at the next championship parade, are you gonna be equally as excited and giddy as you were the first time? Because I could guarantee you, come October, September, October, nobody is going to be talking about the Angels. The entire baseball world will be talking about the Dodgers. So let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Congratulations. I hope you guys hang a banner. Hey, we beat the champs, the World Series champs, 3 consecutive times. We swept them in Dodger Stadium. Hang that banner because that's the only one you guys seeing anytime soon.
Hey, and we won't see the Dodgers for a good while, not until August 11th, where they, go up there to Anaheim. I'm telling you this, for the Angels, we would take it if we finish the season series with an advantage where we got more wins than losses to the Dodgers. We gonna live with that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna take that, and we gonna be happy about it.
Hey
Hey,
man,
Elam,
what up?
y'all, yeah, we don't want to hear no Dodger talk. I didn't want to cut you off because I know it was about to be that.
Hey, listen, bro. You gotta play the schedule, man. You guys took 3. Cool. On to the next. Well, you guys are in our rear view, man. We'll see y'all in August when we playing our best baseball, bro. As of right now, it's totally inconsequential. So let's move on.
But shout out to my Halos. I gotta show them love whenever I can. It's not a lot to be given, but they earned it this time, baby, and I'm excited about it. Let's move along. We gotta talk about the Lake Show. We gotta talk some Lake Show. I know the season is over and done. It's been some time away from it, but we both know how we feel about LeBron. Um, and he has the show. Him and Steve Nash are doing their thing together. My question to you is, how do you feel about that? Like when people talk GOAT, it's going to be critiqued so much because you're saying the best ever at whatever that you're doing. When you see LeBron show up on his show with the great Steve Nash, and he kind of shrugs off exiting early, like we're all excited about the playoffs, what we're seeing so far from the NBA, and we're going to talk more about it later. But to see LeBron kind of shrug it off, and the same guy that was like, "Yo, me coming back from 3-1, that's what made me the GOAT," is now saying that, yeah, I know it's me and Luca, but it takes the other 8 guys to win. Like, which one is it, Elama? What do you feel about what LeBron said?
I don't know if you pay attention to this, like the social media, right? When the
Yeah.
Lakers win, when the Lakers win, is well prior to Luca. When the Lakers win, LeBron was the reason why, and they
Yep.
always had his picture. Anytime we lost, it was a picture of Austin Reeves or Anthony Davis or Gabe Vincent,
Yeah.
right? So his entire career, the narrative has been LeBron makes everybody better. You know what I'm saying? He's the greatest of all time. That is that. And I say, like Lee Corso, not so fast, right? You can't say, we need another 8 guys, or you know what I'm saying, like in order to win a championship. Listen, the greats don't make excuses, bro. Kobe doesn't make them. Kareem didn't make them. Magic didn't make them. I can't. Shout out to my guy Gotti. I saw him today. I can't imagine Magic Johnson saying, "Hey, we lost this series in the first round, mind you, because
Hmm.
we need better. We need more help." Like my dude, of all the top 75 players, LeBron has had the most help. He's had the most help and has played the least amount of all NBA players en route to the championship. So like, come on, bro. Like you can't have it both ways. You can't tout yourself as the GOAT and then say, hey, I need more help.
Hey, so my question to you is, when it comes to the Lakers, right? Laker fans, because we got to distinguish. There's Laker fans, there's Bron fans. That once Bron retires, they will no longer be cheering for the Lakers, most likely. When it comes to the Laker fans specifically, do you think that's why they give LeBron such a hard time? Is because you're getting compared to the greatness that's been here with the Lakers. Like I'm still here inside of crypto.com arena right now, looking at the banners, looking at the jerseys and names up there. Do you think that Laker fans give him like such
His
a hard time because
I,
of that? Like,
so I think when it was rumored that LeBron was coming, I don't know any Laker fans, like people who have been rooting for the Lakers their entire life. I don't know not
yeah.
one that was excited about it. So the
Mm.
city, and you talking about being here inside Staples. I don't know if you can see, like, my hair does the little green screen, but I'm over here by the banners. I was trying to do it, but whatever. But I think the city never embraced him. I think LeBron is viewed as somebody in this city, at least. He's viewed as somebody who is a mercenary, somebody who's a hired gun, a paid assassin, right? There's
Yeah.
no loyalty, and it's kind of hard to be embraced by this city when you don't bleed purple and gold. You don't
Yeah.
bleed Los Angeles. You don't exude that, right? And
And I think
that,
it's not I think it's
go ahead.
not just that too. It's you don't bleed greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in a city that is a front running city. When you're winning, people love you.
Right.
When you are when you are losing, no matter who you are, Dodgers or Lakers, people aren't going to show up. So to see somebody who's not all out for that, I just think that it rubs Laker fans the wrong way
Wrong
because we're
way. Yeah.
spoiled. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
spoiled. We have Magic, Kareem, Jerry West, Shaq, Will Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, Kobe Bryant was the last guy, and just to see that the way that like having these moments, and sometimes that's why I think it's better for some of these guys to just kind of take a like you're eliminated. Take a step away. Not really much to talk about because people are going to find ways to critique you and reason why they should critique you. And you give us a take like this is like, come on, man.
And it's crazy that LeBron has a history of doing this, right? Of saying stuff, tweeting stuff that takes the attention off the finals, that takes the attention away from the league, that takes the attention away from the game that's still being played when he's at home, when he's eliminated. And it's like, dude, there was absolutely no reason for you to say this. There was none. Now I understand you got your pod. You could have easily talked and broke down, what distinguishes and makes these two teams what they are. But nah, you sitting up here talking about your first round exit and why you lost. And it's like, it's kind of like you making excuses, and it's just kind of hard to stomach as a Laker fan, as a journalist. Hey, it's fodder for me to write, you know.
Yep.
But it's kind of difficult for me, especially hearing that, to include him in the GOAT conversation. Because to me, man, mentality means everything. Like, you got to know that you're the best, and come hell or hot water, you're out there. You're gonna fall on your sword, right? And because I've
Yeah.
seen Beam do it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Magic go out there against the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? James Worthy injured, Byron Scott injured. And he still went out there and competed. No excuses were made.
Yeah. Hey, E, you might got to back up. You look like you about to jump to the phone, man. To the computer. I'm like, oh, like Brian gonna be mad at this. You always in
Hey,
space. But yeah,
not
and I'm
Stephen A,
with you
bro.
with that. Hey, I'm with you with that. I just think that um man, playing in LA is such a tough thing. And you're not playing for the Clippers. You're not playing for, some of these B-list teams. So when you play for the Lakers, it's like going to USC. You got the USC the sweater on. And going to USC, you play football there, it's a different type of expectation. He grew up in the league playing with Cleveland where there's never expectations. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes to Miami where there's expectations, but you got Wade and these other guys. He goes back to Cleveland where once again, there's expectations, but there's nothing like playing with the Lakers. And the fans could be a little tough on him, but we expect greatness, and that's why it happens the way that it happens. But to keep it there with the Lakers, um, things have to change, right? They made a coaching change last year. You bring in Luca during the season for Anthony Davis. Um, and pieces have to be moved around to take the next step. So my question to you, Elam, because I got my feelings with it, should the Lakers move on from AR-15 as Austin Reeves? Because people love him.
No, Austin
Okay.
Reeves, although he disappeared in the first round this year,
Casper. Yeah.
he wasn't the only one that disappeared now, right? So let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Listen,
Yeah.
the Lakers need a big, and they need one now. They need a defensive rim running, shot
Facts.
altering defensive player. Someone like Anthony Davis, right? Um, I like, so this is the thing that I didn't understand. They veto
Yep.
and overturn the trade for Mark Williams, right? To keep Dalton Connect.
Mhm.
Dalton Connect didn't even get any burn during the playoffs. Like, that made absolutely no sense to me. So it's like, that's what we have to do. The Lakers. This is me talking as a journalist. The Lakers have to get a not even a dominant, like a Clint Capella at this point in time. I think could be a little bit. He could do a little bit in this offense, but that's what the Lakers need, man. They need a lob threat, pick and roll, defensive rim running big. I personally think you get one in the draft. You got to keep Austin Reeves. If I'm moving anybody, if I'm Rob Pelinka, man, I'm trying to see what I can get for LeBron. I trade him. I keep him
It's
here in Los Angeles. I trade
it's
him
not.
to the Clippers. Like, hey, give me Big Zoo.
Yeah, they're not going to trade LeBron. We've been going back and forth over it. I've been saying get LeBron out of here for a couple years now. It's not going to happen. He's going to retire a Laker. Um, but I'm to the point to where I just think that you have LeBron, who we always say he's best when he can be on the ball. He's a 1-4 out guy. That's just who he is. A pick and roll guy. That's just who he is. He needs the ball in his hands, just like Luka needs the ball. Having three guys, it just doesn't make any sense. You can stagger the minutes for LeBron and Luka to where they can have their time, and of course play them together. But if you could trade AR-15 for that athletic big that you're talking about, I think you have to pull the trigger
But what
because
about life after LeBron?
that you building a team around Luca. So you're gonna have to have that big, like go get those pieces already, and then maybe once you get rid of like LeBron's contract and things like that, then that's when you can go get that next wing player that may be, hey, like an Anthony Edwards that may come free or something like that. Just to think crazy with it. But yeah, I think that you have to you got to do first things first. You got LeBron. With LeBron on your roster, you have to play to win, or there's no point of having him. And since that's what they're going to do, I think that you have to move Austin Reeves and get a big to come and play with LeBron and AD, so that it's just
So
how
so
Luca
who do
plays.
who do you get? Who do you trade Austin Reeves for? Where's this big?
What you do is you probably piece together Austin Reeves and another player, maybe a Dalton Connect, or I think you keep Connect because I like the 3-point shooting. But you trade Austin Reeves and whatever, and you go out and try to get some talented big. You might can get a Thomas Gafford. That you could possibly go get. Say, hell, we just gonna bring the players that you had, Luca, to come over here, and maybe you trade Austin Reeves to the Lakers, Dallas once again, and you bring in Gafford and another piece for Austin Reeves and a piece from the Lakers. I just think that you having three guys, unless you're going to say, Brian, you're all the way off the ball. This is Austin Reeves and the Lucas show, the Snow Time Lakers. If that's what you're going
Lake
to go
Snow.
with, then you can do a Lake Snow. But if not, and LeBron is going to be LeBron, you have to go and get a big. And Austin Reeves is the best thing we can do. I like Jackson Hayes if he's your bench guy,
No.
but if you have, yeah, I think if you can play him like 10 minutes a game, 12 minutes, like they did McGee when they won a championship. But you got to go get a five that you can trust in some minutes. And I think a guy like Gafford could possibly be the move.
Hey, since we talking about guys on the move, why not move and go get Dwight Howard and bring him back?
He's too old at this point. He can't move north. He can't move east west as good as you want him to move. So I just don't think that. Yeah, it's not a Ben's right. Hell, he folded. But yes, you're gonna fold when you're playing 5 minutes a game. One mistake, you're out the game and never touch the floor again. So now if he knows that, okay, I'm not second big, you can get more. But not for me, Superman, or baby Superman, Superboy. I don't know what I don't want Shaq to
Wonder
come
Boy.
and I don't want Shaq to come find me and beat me up.
Wonder Boy.
But I think that nah, yeah, Dwight Howard's not the move. But they got to do something because the Lakers, like that's crazy that the Lakers and Clippers it don't look too promising right
Hey,
now. But it is what it
so
is.
there's a big out in Philly, African.
Hey, yeah, Joel.
Right?
Yep.
No, I wasn't even talking Joel. I was talking about a Dean
Oh,
Bono. A Dean Bono,
oh,
bro.
I'm talking about Joel. If they're gonna go, they got the second pick. That's something to look at. They might make a full rebuild. They might want to Austin Reeves. It's gonna take a 3 to 4 team trade. But if you can go get rid of Austin Reeves and whatever else and bring back a Joel Embiid, because Philly is like, hey, we're gonna go Tyrese Maxey, the third overall pick, and whomever else. Hey, you Austin Reeves bye, get up out of here. But that's just me. Laker fans,
Stay
I don't know
tuned.
what you
We'll
guys feel
see.
about it.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll
Come
see, but
June, we'll see.
we're gonna be following that everything Lakers, Clippers. We got you covered here with all of LA sports, and we ain't done. We leaving the hardwood, going to the gridiron because the NFL is getting closer and closer. The schedule was released, and I was heartbroken, Elam. I was heartbroken
Wait, the
because the
Super Bowl didn't
first
break your heart?
Oh, my heart was crushed, but it slowly have been pieced back together and it's broken partially once again because my annual Arrowhead um LA game was taken away, stolen away from all of the people in Chiefs LA, because and shout out to the group Chiefs LA, all the LA fans that are Chiefs fans, but they're going to be playing in Brazil, and that's taking away the Chiefs' only visit. That might be their only visit to the West Coast. Like, I got to check out
Bro,
that
why are you
that.
complaining? If you don't hop on the airplane and go stamp your passport and go to
Oh
Brazil,
yeah,
it's in
true.
what,
That's
Rio
true.
de Janeiro?
No,
Man, you
hey,
better go
that's
hit the
going
beach.
that's gonna be a moment. But man, it's LA, bro. I want them to come to the city, turn
LA,
up in the
Rio.
city.
LA, Rio.
Yeah, hey, that's crazy. Maybe we all can go out there. Let's tell Ben. Let's all hop on a plane and get out there. Hope he got his passport and we get out there. But yeah, the opener, Chargers Chiefs. They're gonna be Los Angeles Chargers are gonna be a Friday night game once again, like it was last year with the Packers Eagles. I like it. It's a dope primetime game to start off. All this crazy talk out there once again saying that the Chargers are going to win the division. So what a great test to start off with the Chargers.
Hey
But
man, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. Cause
name their
after that
second best
last game,
receiver.
the Chiefs, the after that last game the Chiefs played, man, I think they might be a little donezo, bro.
No, it's just the Eagles, bro. Eagles are tough, and I can't wait to see the Eagles Rams. Let's talk about the schedule. Like, I like how the schedule is set up for the Chargers and the Rams. Rams may be the team to beat, for sure in that NFC
NFC
West.
West. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even argue that point. I want to give a shout out to Lauren from the Chargers and the social media team, man. I think the
okay,
Chargers might have the hands down best social media team in the league, man. Like if you look at their schedule release year after year, man, it
oh yeah,
hits.
it's fire.
Content
It's
is
always
fire.
fire.
The
Yeah,
Rams, they had Brenda Song. She kind of did like an SNL weekend
yeah,
update joint. Then they came with a second one. It was dropping memes.
yeah,
Uh, so we got some fire cooking out here in the West, man. But I do think both teams in Los Angeles make the playoffs next year. I do have the NFC West. The Rams are going to take the division unless the 49ers to do something miraculously. I don't think Seattle and Arizona is even going to be in contention. But I do think it's going to come down. I wouldn't be surprised if it's three teams again from the AFC West making the playoffs, man. I think Denver, they got a lot better. Getting Dre Greenlaw and Talanoa Hufanga.
yep,
I think, the Chargers, I can't really remember who they got during free agency in the draft, but I think Jim Harbaugh knows how to build a winner, man. So that as long as
yeah.
Jim is there, they'll be all right. What remains to be seen is your Chiefs, bro.
No, yeah, Najee Harris is a nice pickup. I just hate they didn't add no weapons there on the passing. They added Mike Williams back, but he's Mike Williams. But hey, man, they got 5 primetime games for the Chargers. Of course, starting off with the Chiefs, they follow that up Monday night in Vegas versus the Raiders. And then they have Thursday night football against Jettas and the Vikings. They got Sunday night football versus, I'm thinking, Aaron Rodgers is going to be with Pittsburgh, and then they play Philly on a Monday night. Like, it's looking like, I like the love that the Chargers are getting as far as getting their primetime looks. The Chargers are a lot like the Clippers here in LA. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talks Rams and things like that. But with a quarterback like Justin Herbert, with Coach Harbaugh there, it's great to see them getting this love. And now they got to prove that they deserve to keep the love, because it can be given and it can be taken away. So shout out to them. And the Rams, I think they're one of the top teams once again. Thursday night football, that's going to be their first game versus that team out there in the Bay where they're going to smack them up. I can't wait for that.
So I got a question. So last
Yeah,
year, we hit the road a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Misfits on the road during the NFL season. Which game should we go tap in with?
We got to get to that Frisco. We got to get to that San Fran game. Like, that one's going to be Hey, I wish we could go to the uh hey, going to Philly would be crazy. That would be a crazy game. Oh yeah, we got to go to the 49ers. I'm looking at their schedule as we speak. Uh hey, Atlanta. What about Atlanta? I like that, Ben. A live show out there, and yeah, we could do. Oh, that'd be crazy. Do a live show out there, but Atlanta, they play December 29th, Monday Night Football. That would be crazy to be out there to experience that. But we got to go there for sure for the Rams. For the Chargers, you wanna hit the go to the Arrowhead with me, my boy? Last year I had the time of my life out there. Free barbecue.
Hey man,
Uh
you already know me in Kansas City is oil and water, bro.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Right when you get off the plane, it's 5 stars right away. It's like GTA, the 5 stars
GTA
gonna come
6.
up. We running away to get there. So
Yeah.
maybe I might have to make a call and we hit up Tech Nine and say, hey man, talk to your people.
Hey,
We trying to
no,
get
real
out
spit.
there.
You know what? Real spit. Maybe we do go to Arrowhead. We get Tech Nine on the show. And have him tap in, you know what I'm saying, after the game, his takeaways. Yeah, Ben is Ben is a fool. So Eric's not getting back
Yeah,
on that
hey,
field.
5 stars right when that man get off the plane. 5 star. We like, damn, we
Yeah,
just landed.
bro.
But yeah, man, we might have to do that. Get out there to Arrowhead. Do both for the squads. Go to San Francisco, go to Kansas City, and then maybe pick another game. They Chargers go to Miami October 12th. That would be crazy.
When
Uh
did they go to Vegas?
this week two, Monday Night Football. That can always be something. Monday Night Football, Vegas, Pete Carroll. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna be something. But it's some games. They play the Cowboys. Chargers
In
go to
Dallas?
in Dallas. Yep, December 21st. So that can we? Hey, y'all gonna be seeing the Misfits on a roll. I hope y'all ready. We taking over your city. We in Kansas City. 5 stars hitting the right away. So y'all gonna know we out there. Yeah, man, it's gonna be
Hey,
fun. But
tune in, tap in. Let us know why we should
where do
come
y'all
to
want us to
your
go?
city.
Yeah,
Why should we
right.
come to your city and let us know? Give us the top 5 places to eat in your city. Top 5 places to eat or things to do. What makes your city
Yeah,
unique, right? Because I could tell
right.
you, you come to LA, look,
We
you talking
got
to
you.
the we got you. We gonna show you around. Just make sure you don't wear any
Certain
hat
hats, but we gonna work with you with
outside of
that.
Dodger hats here in the city. And
Yeah. Black Dodger
we got
hats at that.
you. We got you.
We got you covered, man. Misfits KCJ. Shout out GTA GTA 6. We just gonna be just like that if we go to KC. But we ready for it, baby. Um, let's take it back to the hardwood. You know we love the ladies. We gotta show love to the ladies. And before we talk hoops, we gotta show love to Natalia Bryant, graduating from Southern California with the iconic logo of her pops. There. Oh man, it's a beautiful thing. Like I saw the pictures and it kind of hit me, made me sad once again. Cause I'm like, dang, Mambo would be bigging it up for Natalia. And I was an intern and then at KTLA early, 2009, 2010. And I tell people all the time, I would see Natalia and Gigi running around in front of the locker room because Vanessa would sit there before every game. So to go from that to where she is now, a college graduate, kudos to her. I know Pops and Gigi are in heaven. Partying for her because man, graduating from USC is a huge accomplishment. Graduating from college, high school, whatever, is a huge accomplishment. To see Natalie do it, man. Big love out to her.
You know what? And I would see her in Annenberg, man. Shout out to USC Annenberg, greatest journalism school in the world. Google it if you think
Okay.
I'm lying.
Hey,
Uh,
Syracuse might have something to say, but it's all right.
I mean, Annenberg is ranked number one. So I mean, if you're
Yeah.
not first, you're last. Uh, but I would see Natalia, on campus, man, and her composure, man, like how she carries herself, man. You can see a lot of her dad, like the values that she instilled in her, man. She's a remarkable young woman, you know what I'm saying? Extremely intelligent, extremely well polished. Um, I just can't imagine. Well, I can't imagine, you know, losing your dad in such a tragic way, you know what I'm saying? And then accomplishing that, man. Like I was thinking about like when I when I graduated from SC, the turmoil that I was, you know what I'm saying, steeped in, and not having my pops there, man, like it really impacted me. Like, dang, my dad didn't get to, you know, see this moment. And I kind of wonder, you know what I'm saying, like emotionally, mentally, like how's she doing, man? And it was like extremely, you know, public, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
everybody's buying and, you know, trying to get, you know, stories and scoops and, you know, all that other type of stuff, man. And she was just like, look, man, like, you know, me and my family, we're we don't want to talk about that right now. You know, I'm just focused on
Hmm.
school. I'm trying to be a college student. I think she pledged her sorority, Kappa Kappa Gamma, I believe. Um,
Okay.
so you know, I just wish her all the best. I am 100% assured and confident that Natalia Bryan is going to be successful in anything that she does. If I'm ever in a position to help her in any capacity, any way,
Of
I'm going to.
course.
Man.
Yeah.
Like I just got to give a round of applause to Natalia Bryant, man.
Yeah, shout out to her, man, doing such great things. And with social media, people gonna be following her journey for the rest of her life because of who her dad was, whoever the potential that Gigi had. So shout out to her, the Bryant family. It's a huge accomplishment. They like almost like one of the first families in LA, and people gonna always have love for them. But let's
Man,
talk
I'm
about
telling you right now, Uncle Lamb and Uncle Mykell, Natalia, if you ever need us,
hey.
we there for you.
Tap in, tap in. We got love for you. I know you're gonna pull up to one of these Sparks games, so can't wait to see you there. Gonna have our congratulations there for you. And speaking of the Sparks, the season is here. WNBA is going live. They pick up their first win, 84 67 on Friday night, where they helped open up the season. Kelsey Plum went crazy with 37 points, but tonight it didn't go as well in their home opener. They lost a game that a lot of people expected them to lose. They're going against the Minnesota Lynx. A lot of people's, I was looking at ESPN, a lot of people's favorite to win the WNBA championship. But man, the Sparks are dealing with injuries already.
Last
Like
game,
Julie,
right?
Julian Adelman isn't playing. She should be here soon.
Julie,
Cameron
Julie, you
Brink.
said
Oh, Julie.
Julie.
Julian. Julie, my fault. My apologies. I was thinking about Edelman. Uh, and so Julie Allman isn't playing as of yet, and she's supposed to be a big help at the guard position. Cameron Brink isn't going to be back until closer to the anniversary of her tearing her ACL, which is in mid-June. You lose Ray Burrell, who is going to be the sixth woman for this team, 6 to 8 weeks. And then tonight, Rakia goes down with probably maybe a concussion. So she may miss the 3 games that they play this week. But Kelsey Plum is here. De'Erica, 20 points, 10 rebounds, doing what she does. Azare, 21.6 assists. What did you see so far? Talk about the first 2 games. The first 2 games that you've seen from the Sparks, even though they took this L tonight.
KP is a difference maker, man. Just off
Yep.
rip, KP is a difference maker. She is going to carry the load in terms of facilitating the offense. A lot of her game, man, is eerily, you know, reminiscent of James Harden down in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what she reminded me of. Today, she had little side step 3-pointer that
Oh,
she
yeah,
netted.
that was
I was
nice.
like,
That was
okay,
nice.
KP. Um, so I think her challenge is not getting in foul trouble. Today she fouled out. Um,
Yeah.
the Sparks can ill afford to not have her on the court. Um, Toughness,
Ah, that's
bro.
good. I like that, E. I like that.
Toughness.
I
You know,
yeah,
I
oh,
was I
yeah.
was able to ask, you know, a question. Coach Lynn, you know, brought up toughness and how Minnesota was more tough in the third quarter. And I asked her, I was like, you know, well, how do you coach toughness? Like that to me, that's something either you have or you don't have. And so, you know,
Facts.
check out maybe we'll connect, you know, the question and the answer, you know, on Instagram. But go check that out. the Sparks just got to get tougher, man. Like, I don't know how you coach that. I don't know how you develop that. I think they have to start drafting players with intention and intent that are just aggressive. I told you I'll never associate women and animals in the same sentence, so I'm not going to say they need dogs because a female dog is a I'm
Yeah.
not doing that. So they just need more aggressive players, like an Alyssa Thomas type, right? Somebody who
Yeah.
isn't afraid to throw hands if that's what it calls for. And I think the narrative surrounding this team is if you push them, if you're physical with them, if you dominate them, they'll fold. And today, that's what happened.
Yeah, and they just gonna have to play tougher, and it sucks because you can't really add players in dealing with the injuries. You got to kind of roll with your roster, but Sarah Ashley Barker, the first rounder, she's gonna get a lot of run, so she has to come in and make an impact. The first two games, only 8 points from the bench. That is not going to help, but I expected this one to be tough. Because it's the Lynx. So I think we learn more about this team Wednesday when they face Phoenix. When they face Angel Reese next Sunday. Both of their home games, Friday and Sunday, is going to be more tests because you play Golden State again. So you got the Valkyrie. If you can walk away from this week with at least 2 wins, meaning they'll be 3-2 or 4-1, you're going to be like, okay, like maybe something. KP, like you said, she gives them an opportunity because she's such a baller and bucket, and she has to make an adjustment because with the Aces defensively, she can take a little more chances and be a little more aggressive because offensively it wasn't all on her. You had Asia, you had, Jackie Young, you had Chelsea Gray. But she got to realize here you are the key to the offense. So defensively, you can't hound as much. You got to kind of coach. That's what the job of Odyssey is for. When Julie comes back, that's their job. But hey, I like Coach Roberts. She has a plan. Let's see if the players can put it together. But I'm just happy the WNBA is back,
It's like,
man.
hey, while we
It's
talking
some
about the
fun time.
WNBA, man, I gotta
Yeah.
ask, did you see that foul?
Oh, the foul heard around the world. Did I see it? I'm on Twitter. Follow me, Mykell the PG. I'm on Twitter. People are bashing me because of my take on it. And we're talking about Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. And people are just so obsessed with these two women, which is a good thing for the
It's
sport.
great for it's theater, bro. It's
No,
theater.
yeah, it's
I
theater.
love it. I think the WNBA really needs to get behind it, bro.
No, yeah, and I like it, man. And the argument online is in RG3, you have to get it together because you are starting to flame, and he's on there talking about she just clearly hates Caitlin Clark. Like, first of all, you don't need know neither of them, and you're coming out here saying this. It's just competitors like Magic and Bird. You would have thought Bird hated Magic, but he just knew this is the guy that I'm trying to beat, and he's going at him. But the conversation becomes rivalry or hate. And I'm on the end of rivalry. We both play sports. That's why it disappoints me with RG3 because he plays sports. Baylor University had rivals, and I'm pretty sure he didn't feel those guys hated him. It was just, you're my rival. I want to be super competitive. And Angel Reese is a lot like Draymond Green, right? Except she's not knocking out teammates, right? But she's somebody that, because she's not, hopefully it don't happen, but she's somebody that isn't overly talented when it comes to skill like Caitlin Clark is. So she has to be gritty and tough and bring that because that helps bring out the best of her game. And I just think that she does it to help herself. And people are just taking it way too far, Elam. I don't know what you, I'm pretty sure you agree with me, but it's no hate at all. It's just competitive basketball. I'm tired of the nonsense.
Man, you know what? I absolutely love this rivalry for a lot of reasons. I think this is a microcosm and encapsulates what America is, man.
Facts, yeah.
This is Magic and Bird all over again, bro.
Man.
When those two came into the league, You had the blue collar, guy from Indiana, small town. He goes to Boston, and then you had this real suave, dapper, debonair showman that goes to LA and fits and ingratiates himself into the city. And they were on a collision course their entire careers, right? And it started in
Yeah.
college. And you look at
Yeah.
Caitlin and you look at Angel Reese, it started in college. You have black and white, right? Um,
Yeah.
and that's what America is, man. Like this polarity of who these women are and what they represent, the communities, the cultures that they represent, man. It's a lightning rod, it's a flash pan for the WNBA, man. And I really wish
Yeah. I love it.
the league did a better job of like
Promoting.
pushing the narrative, promoting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's must see TV every time they play. And even
Cause
if they
hey,
didn't like, each other, that's good for
yeah,
ratings.
so what? It's sports. Like when I showed up to a park when I was a kid, I didn't like anybody on the other team. I don't mess with y'all. Y'all who I'm going against. You know, rivalries help sell sports. We were just talking about what in football, Rams, Niners, rivalry, Chiefs, Chargers, rivalry, like rivalries sell. And people just today people are so sensitive, they want to take everything so far. This is no hate involved. If they see each other off the court, they're not going to blows. It's probably not gonna be a hug and kiss on the cheek. It's gonna be a hey, how you doing? Let me move on. So people just take things overboard. And I hate the Angel disrespect. People talk like she's nothing. Like Angel's a first round pick. She's the face of her franchise. She has something that Caitlin Clark doesn't have, an NCAA championship. And people are just trying to bring hate, but I'm like, we're used to it. We've seen this already. There was a guy in the NBA named Michael Jordan who was the it guy for the league, and he dealt with people, his issues with the bad boy Pistons and others hating on him. Like it's a part of greatness, but it's a rivalry, like you said, that they need to promote more because it is dope to see. I'd be excited to watch them play. I hate that the Chicago's guys stink, but and the Fever are so great, but I love to watch them play, and I love to see that the NBA needs more of it and the WNBA needs to promote it because it sells, man.
So I gotta ask you this question. Why do you think that
Okay.
Caitlin Clark is praised and Angel Reese is derided? She receives all the vitriol she does.
We already know you just look at their skin, and it's something about America. When you're speaking about America, something about America. When you're a boisterous, loud talking, confident African American male or female, your hate is at a different level. They hated Ali for that. They hate, like taking it today, they hate Floyd Mayweather, for that because he was like that. Who else I can miss? Other African
Adore.
American players. Yeah, Shador, they hate him for that. Even the league might have did some things to make him go from a first round pick to a fifth round pick. So when you're boisterous and you have a voice and you got some swag, you see how they treated Prime coming out when he was younger. Like you're just getting a certain type of hate. Caitlyn deserves all the praise. She is the American dream. She is exactly what the WNBA needed. She is like Cooper Flag going first to Texas, to a team in Texas, and if he can become what everybody expects, because that sells. This is America, but you can have love for Caitlin Clark and who she is, and still show love to Angel Reese and who she is, right? So if you want to talk about her game and say she blow a lot of layups, okay. But when
She
you talk
does.
about the other stuff, she does that, yeah. Like that's facts. Like I want to coach her on her mic and drill and say, you need to do this because it ain't looking good. But all of the other nonsense people are talking about, man, I don't got time for it.
Yeah, man. Like when I see like the racial stuff, like on Twitter, man, like that is kind of not even kind of that's harrowing because I'm like, this is the condition of America. This is what it is. This is what it has been, and this is what it'll always be. And it it,
Yeah.
it, it blows me when I hear people say, "Well, keep politics, out of sports." Well, it's there. You know what I'm saying? It's there, it's
Yeah.
going to be there. And so opposed to saying let's not pay attention to it, I'm like, no, let's lean into it. Because hopefully
Yep.
we can begin to have these conversations and had this dialogue, and hopefully we all grow and learn something, right? Because I'm not of the ilk that just one side is right because you look a certain type of way and one side is
Yeah. Oh
wrong
yeah.
because
I'm
you
open.
know I'm all for nuance, man. Like I think
Yeah.
this situation, man, is so nuanced, right? I think a large reason that Caitlin Clark receives a lot of praise, she's heralded, is because she's from Iowa,
Yeah.
she's white,
Middle
you know what I'm
America.
saying?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it, man, like that has gone relatively untouched, is that she's straight
Mm.
in a I don't want to say predominantly LGBT league, but a very outspoken, a very out league, that has a
Yeah.
lot of trans and non-binary women. Um, Caitlyn doesn't really fit that mold, right? And so
Hmm.
when you look at how aggressively she was fouled last year, personally, I'm like, hey, it's the W, like that's what it is. Like these ladies come and play, and everybody's getting hit like that. But there were a few times where I was like, ooh, they really trying to hurt her. You know what I'm saying? They really trying to show her like this is our league. And so
Yeah.
um I kind
They
of
they do
I
that
kind of
when you're
dug
great.
that,
They're gonna do that.
yeah, but
When
I
they
kind
do it
of
to
dug
Patrick
that Caitlyn,
Mahomes.
she giving it back. Like I took it all
Oh
last
yeah.
year. Like, oh no,
Yeah.
if this is the type
Yeah.
of time
Yeah.
we on, let's be on demon time.
Caitlin Clark is probably my favorite player in the WNBA to watch. She is amazing. The handles, the pass. She's like Steve Nash put into a pot and made it to a WNBA player. She's great to watch because she's a great player. It's just always the nonsense that's around her. And it's not even from her. It's the people who want to
It's the
jump into
people
they
in
don't
the
they're not
stands. It's
even
the
watching
people
the
in the
game.
stands.
Some of them not
Yeah.
even watching the game on social media. They just see one situation. They know who Angel Reese is because of the Tony Yayo, John Cena, and they just want to be haters. And they talk about hate. They're hating on Angel. Let her be herself. Let Caitlin Clark do what she do, and let's just let them play
But didn't
ball,
Clay,
man.
but didn't Caitlyn do that to Angel first? Or was it just the
Nah,
ring thing?
I think it was this, and then it was the ring thing. But Caitlyn was talking reckless the whole. She was talking reckless her whole college career. That's part
Yeah.
of her game. So it's just people being extra, man. But let's keep it hoops, man, because the NBA playoffs, Elam, the real matchups is coming down to the final four, especially with the OKC taking care of business today, knocking off the Denver Nuggets. But let's start off out east, man. This we've been kind of sitting for a minute, and I love this matchup. It's nostalgia, baby. We was young in the '90s watching hoop and seeing Reggie Miller and that Pacers team versus Pat Ewing, John Starks, and the Knicks. Um, Pacers, Knicks. What can people expect from this series, Eric?
You can expect a whole bunch of bing bong. You know what I'm saying? Like Knicks fans, they are crazy. They are crazy. They are
Man,
cringe. So you can hear a
it's,
whole bunch of, yeah, you can see Spider-Man
it's gonna
drinking
be
Henny out
crazy.
there. It's
Oh
gonna be a
yeah.
ton of do-rags, out there on
Hey,
MSG, man. But it's so crazy to me, man, that Tyrese Halliburton was voted the most overrated player by the
man,
players.
that's
And
crazy. Yeah.
he's got his team in position to go to the
Go to the
finals.
finals.
And
Yep.
then you have the most overlooked player in Jalen Brunson Burner,
Yeah.
right? And
Facts.
he's got his team poised in position. So I'm excited about this. I do think this series is going 7 games. It's a toss
Yeah.
up to me. I have been wrong all year about my NBA playoff predictions. So I'm not making a prediction because A, I don't care, but B, I know I'm gonna be wrong. So
Hey,
how you see this series?
if you remember, I picked the Pacers to win that series. I saw that I thought it would be much tougher. I said 7 games. but I saw how they played Cleveland in the regular season, and that game one showed me a lot. And then Cleveland was just all banged up, but they are built for the playoffs, and they find a way to play really good basketball when it's this time. And Tyrese has that chip on his shoulder that said, "I am here to shut everybody up. I got a gold medal. A lot of y'all don't got that, and I'm about to try to take my team to the finals." But I'm just happy that we're going to get two different energies, right? You're going to get Bing Bong, the New York Knicks is lit. They going crazy. Like, we're going to get that. Then you're going to get probably the state of basketball with Indiana, to where that's all they got out there. So they're going to be locked in. Like, that's what makes that rivalry so great. It's two different places, but that love hoop, and it's going to be fun. But I like Jalen Brunson, man. I think that guy's amazing. Cat, I think, I'm hoping we get a
Are you getting
finals with the
sassy, cat?
Knicks.
Are you getting sassy, cat?
Sassy Cat hoop a little better than tough, the voice cat. So hopefully it's like real sassy. How you be talking like, I remember that time. Like, hopefully they get that, because that means buckets are about to be dropped. But like you said, I'm with you. I think it's going to be 7 games of fun. Like, if you are a real hoop fan, this is going to offer up to you everything you love about basketball. And that's why it's kind of good when it's not the biggest of big names sometimes, because it's about guys proving themselves, especially with that LeBron, Steph, KD crowd. They're like towards their end. Russ, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard. So you want to see who is going to be next to step up. Is it Halliburton and Brunson? And clearly the script was already out, Elam. You saw the WWE had Brunson and Halliburton looking at each other in the crowd, when they were going at it. So the script was already out. It's going to be a fun series. I cannot wait for it. Because
When it
hey, you
comes to
probably don't know this. You probably
what?
don't know this, Eli. I used to be always Lakers, of course, to the day I died. But because I was such a huge Stephon Marbury fan, wherever
You
he
used to root
went,
for the Knicks.
that was my secondary team. So it was the Nets, it was Timberwolves, and the
So you was
Suns, and then
rocking
it
the
was the
blue
New
and
York
orange for
Knicks.
real.
Uh, all day, every day, on the block and off the block. So it's gonna be dope, man. I can't wait.
So when it comes to coaching, right? You got Tom Tibbs and you got the mask, Jim
Yeah,
Carrey. You know what I'm saying? Rick
yeah.
Carlisle
Rick
over there in
Carlisle, yeah.
Indy. Who do you give the advantage to?
Ooh, this is damn near a toss up, Elam. Like, it's so crazy. Both of these guys are good. They're both hard, edge coaches. They gonna coach defense first. And at this time of the year, it comes down to players, man. Players have to step up, and then of course adjustments have to be made. But I think it's gonna really come down to the players. I got it as a wash, because both great coaches, champions, and it's gonna be great, man. I'm
Tibbs
excited
ain't
for
win a
this.
championship yet.
As a defensive coach for Celtics, he did.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so
have
I
to
give
go
I
with the
give him that.
mask, man. I'm gonna have to go with the
Okay.
mask. I'm gonna have to go with Jim Carrey. He upended the Heatles, back
Yeah.
in 2011. And
Yep.
so I just think with this team, their pieces, their parts, man, I think they work well together on the defensive end.
Yep.
You can expect Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner to really, go do their thing, man. So it's going 7 games, man. I won't be
Yeah. It's gonna be
surprised in
great.
the first four. In the first four, both teams are able to manage to steal a win on the other team's court. But this is
Yep.
going to be a series to watch.
Great series. So then we gotta come to the West Coast. Like I said, Thunder took care of business, smacking up the Nuggets. I don't know why these teams ain't showing up in game seven, but that's another subject. But Thunder, Wolves, two young teams. Who would have expected the Wolves to really be there? Like, we were saying Lakers. And then a lot of people are like, oh, Warriors gonna get them. They're there in the conference finals. SGA versus Ant. One guy should be the MVP. The other guy, Ant,
Will
if he can
be.
take his team to the yeah, he will be the MVP. SGA. Ant is a guy that could be the face of the league if he can go out somehow and lead his Timberwolves to the championship, and especially winning it. And it's real open right now. I'm gonna go with Oklahoma City though. I think Oklahoma City, they have enough, but it's gonna be tough though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes 7 games, just because McDaniels and those guys have said Julius Randle has
who's
played
who's who's played ridiculous
crazy.
basketball. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think this is a series that I think Chet Holmgren is gonna really struggle with having an impact with Rudy
yeah.
Gobert. You know what I'm
And
saying? Like
Nas,
on the court, like
yeah,
Rudy is going to Chet is not getting 18 rebounds
yeah. He
against
better making threes.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so this is
Yeah,
this game. I mean, this series is going to come down to heart. It's going to come down to the others. I'm looking at Lou Dort. I'm looking at Jalen. You know what I'm saying? Williams. I'm looking at Julius Randle. I'm looking at Nas Reed, who I've been pounding the table for all playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like in being a factor. So this game right here, the stars are going to do what they do. Shea is going to, give you 32, and he's gonna give you 40. It's the
yeah.
others that have to step up, man. And I think the team that has the more consistent bench play, I think bench is going to be the
The
ultimate
others.
determining factor. Which bench is able to outscore the other consistently. And you already know what I look for in terms of determining the champion. Mid-range. Whichever team makes the most mid-range shots is going to win it.
Yeah, it's gonna be because I think both teams' star players and SGA is gonna be a little struggle because both teams are physical, both teams has length and bodies to throw at these guys. So this is gonna be a series of the others, like who steps up, who out of Randall and Chet Holmgren or out of Randall and Jalen Williams has the better series? Who of these other guys? Mike Conley could come in clutch. McDaniels can come in clutch. DiVincenzo can come in clutch. Like, who of these guys? You got Wiggins on the OKC side. Who of these guys are going to shine bright? Um, and that's who's going to help determine this series. For the NBA, it's a nightmare because it's Oklahoma City and Minnesota. I know they prefer to somehow be Los Angeles in that thing, but our Golden State where they can come to San Fran. But it's going to be some really good basketball. Like I said, if I think that we see two, and the NBA is hoping we see two 7-game series, and it's great because it's without these names that are going to be fading out the league soon. Who is going to step up to the mantle? And all eyes will be on SGA. All eyes are going to be on Ant. So let's see what happens, man. I am excited for this series, Brody.
So now pick the NBA finals. Who's advancing?
I got Oklahoma City versus the Knicks. I would like Thunder Knicks to see Minnesota playing against Cat. Like the storyline is so much better with that. But I think that Oklahoma City gonna find a way to make it happen. And I believe that the Knicks, having home court advantage in game 7 is what's gonna put them over the top. So I got Knicks, Oklahoma City in the finals. But I'm hoping Ant can make it happen.
You know what?
Who you
And
got?
I'm going the complete opposite. I'm going Wolves, Pacers. That's
Wow.
what the NBA finals is going to
The
look like.
NBA nightmare. That is the nightmare matchup. Like they are begging New York City to make it happen so they can say, thank God we at least got New York. But Minnesota, Indiana, they do not want to see it. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Um, but hey, let's before we switch gears and talk about it's a lot of stuff we're gonna run through. But I just wanted to see what you thought about this. I saw this out there and they're like, hey, if you look at today's guys, right? And I'm gonna take it to the final four teams: Pacers, Thunder, Knicks, Timberwolves. You look at their star of star guys on their team. If they win a championship this year, would that make them the best player in their franchise history? So let's start with the Timberwolves. And if he goes and get an NBA title this year, would he be the best all-time Timberwolves? Because there's only one guy that's competing with him,
Big
Kevin
ticket.
Garnett.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
big ticket, who has an MVP.
yeah, if he's able to go win a title, you got to put him up there. His jersey, like his going to put his jersey in the rafters immediately. Like
Doing
it,
why he's playing.
yeah, I mean, it's only put his jersey in the rafters, build a statue for him, change the street. You know what I'm saying? Where the city hall is to to his name. But yeah, that's a no brainer.
Okay, so if Ant win, he will be the guy when it comes to
Yeah,
that franchise. Okay. What about um Thunder, SGA? He goes and get a championship. Does that catapult him over Russ and Kevin Durant as the
no.
greatest
You
Thunder of
got
all time?
Rush, you got Kevin Durant, you got James Harden, man. Three dudes in the top 75. You could put
They
them in a
didn't win.
you could put them in a pantheon, right? But
Okay.
nah, I still think Kevin Durant is a far superior player than Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Russ, he's going down as one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
And then James Harden, he'll go down as an all time great
I'm going SGA because I think that he's gonna win
over
MVP this
Kevin
year.
Durant.
Because if he wins MVP this year, and I'm not saying the totality of his career, as a Thunder player, if SGA gets a title with the MVP, he's going to have one thing none of those guys have, and that's an NBA championship with the Thunder's franchise. That I believe that it will make him. Of course, he's going to add to it with his career as well, but it'll make him the greatest Thunder name of all time because of that championship that Russ and Kevin Durant couldn't deliver to them. So I think SGA, if he can go get it, because he's winning the MVP this year, that's why the Ant KG thing is like a here or there for me because KG did it for so long and he got an MVP with that team and he ain't really played with great teams around him that it could still be a toss up. But if SGA gets the MVP, which he would tie Russ and KD, and then he
Right.
gets a ring that they don't have, SGA will be their all-time greatest player.
So
Uh,
if he just gets the MVP, if he just gets the MVP, because like I said, I'm not picking OKC to go to the finals. Then where
yeah.
does that put him?
No, he did. He's in that group. It's like, okay, he's in that
Okay.
group of Russ, KD. I wouldn't even put James because James was out of there so fast, but he will be in that group. Let's switch gears to the East Coast. Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton. If
No,
he can go get a
Reggie
ring,
Miller
is
is
right.
the greatest
Okay.
pacer of all
I'm
time.
with
No,
that too. Yeah, I'm with that too. Reggie Miller, when you think of Pacers, it's Reggie Miller. I don't
right.
give a damn what. Halliburton will have to go and get two, three titles with the Pacers before I really start looking at probably two. Two would be enough, but two titles in a great rest of his career with the Pacers. But even with this one this year, yeah, I'm with you, Reggie Miller. So with the Knicks, can Jalen Brunson go down as the greatest if he gets this title? Does it put him above Pat Ewing?
No.
No.
Pat Ewing, Pat Ewing, Pat, like I know a lot of the people that watch podcasts and stuff. Pat Ewing was one of them ones, man. Like
No, I
you
agree.
still got Willis Reed, right? Who was the
Yeah.
last Nick, great Nick
Walt
to win
Frazier.
Walt Frazier to win a title in a Nick uniform. Jalen
Yeah.
Brunson is hot now. When you're talking about Knicks all-time greats,
Bernard
he could crack
King.
the top five. He could
Yeah.
crack the top five, but that's not gonna catapult him as the greatest Nick ever. No.
Yeah. Two. Yeah, I think two rings for him, just like with Halliburton. Even though, because the only reason why Pat Ewing don't have a ring, he played in the league with a guy named Michael Jeffrey
Michael
Jordan,
Jordan.
who a lot of people didn't win. And he played in the league
And
at
he
the
also
time of
choked when he also choked to send Reggie to
he
the
smoked the layup. And
yeah, to
then
the NBA
he
finals.
made the finals. They just lost to Dream, who ended up winning back to back. So, y'all let us know what y'all feel like if these guys win championships this year, does it catapult them to the greatest of their franchise? Because not, clearly those franchises haven't had the most of success, but it'll be crazy to see what'll happen. But let's take it away from sports because we could talk sports all day. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We both had crypto at night. We the last media here probably. People from the team probably ain't here. I might go get some shots though. Oh, they took the basketball, so. Oh, no, they still there, Elam. But that'll get us in trouble. So let's stay away. But we
Yeah,
got to
I
talk
don't go
about,
nowhere. I'm not supposed to be no more.
like I said, 5 stars, right? When Elam do something. Uh, we got to talk the Diddy case, man. The Diddler case is going on. Cassie, she has testified, and it has been wild. These texts, I can't believe Diddy had his kids in there, his daughters in there listening to this because it has been some dynamite things. This week, you got some Danity Kane members that are going to be testifying as well. Um, we don't got to go too much on this, but we have to mention it. It's in the culture. It's what the culture is talking about. What's your thoughts on the highlights so far from the Diddy
Uh,
case?
the super villain troll even stepped out, you know what I'm saying, posted something on I want to say it was Instagram, 50 Cent, you know what I'm
Oh
saying,
yeah.
was posting the Tootsie Rolls. It's
Yeah.
it's comedy. It's not funny, but it's comedy to me. Uh
Yeah. 50
this
got 50 no holds
this is
bar.
this is one of those nuanced things, man. Like, do I think he deserves to be in prison and incarcerated? Yes, right. Um, the stuff that they were doing, man, it's like,
Ooh.
hey, there are already people who that's their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Group
their world.
watching a
Yeah.
girl get blazed by another dude or groups of dudes, that's their things. The thing that I take issue with is that
Yeah.
I didn't know she was setting these up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he was
He was
like
excited.
he was excited, like, baby, I love you. Like, oh, if it's gonna make you happy, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, oh, well,
And
it's coming up this week. But she was messing with Kid Cudi, right? And still going back to do the freak offs. Like, it blew my mind. So I don't think Cassie has to face some fault, because I know some of these people, like, what do you think? She was young, but I'm like, at the same time, you have a mind to know when something isn't right. You have to take a step away. And I don't give a damn about the living that this person is providing or whatever. You have to love yourself and protect yourself.
yeah, yeah.
And you hear that she wasn't doing that completely. So if Diddy is forcing people to do stuff and making people take drugs, and the baby oil did what it did, of course, send that man to jail. But Cassie
It's
enjoys
gotta be
some of
some
this, and it's crazy.
accountability. It's gotta be some
Yeah,
accountability, right? I think
facts.
Diddy, definitely has played and did play a part, in that's why he's here, right? But
Yep.
like, we can't eschew and skirt blame from, or not even blame, accountability for Cassie. You know what I'm saying? And I had
Yeah.
somebody like, oh, well, do you know what Stockholm syndrome is? I'm like, yeah, but Diddy wasn't her captor. He didn't put a gun to her head and say, hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z. Like, these were her plays. She was setting them up.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not you try to do
And you,
something or you compromise your morals for somebody that you in a relationship, that's a you thing.
yeah, she kept going back. And that's what all these incidents that happened, like the incident at the hotel that was on camera, she went back to the dude. Like, and I know some of it, they said he would have people go and track her down. Go to the authorities. Like, yo, this guy is making my life a living hell. I want to get away. He's messing with the guys that I talked to, Michael B. Jordan, Cuddy. I think they said Chris Brown or whatever. Like, go to the authorities. Never allow yourself to stick into that situation. For the young ladies who may tap into the misfits, like,
And
never
young men.
allow yourself, yeah, and young men too, because it happens that way. Never allow you, at the end of the day, you have the final say to whatever happens with you. And that's just how it is. But it's crazy. I've been following along here and there to see what's going down. But damn, just to think what Diddy was to the culture to where he's at now, it's crazy. Like him and Suge Knight, and as kids in the '90s, Elam, what these dudes were, how we looked at them to where they are now behind bars is like so crazy, bro.
Both of them.
Um, but speaking about behind bars, and I ain't talking about prison, we got to talk about what's going on with hip hop. We love hip hop, Elam. We love the competitiveness of hip hop. Joey Badass is doing his thing, but it's not just him. You got Daylight, who dropped Backpack a few weeks ago. Ray Vaughn with probably my favorite song of the whole thing, a whole era, which is a slap if you haven't heard it. But then not only that, Reason. Reason jumped in because he heard his name get mentioned and he came with some fire. But it's just been fun. Eli, what's your thoughts about the beef? Because I know you are a rap genius like myself.
And to know that Joey Badass went out and trademarked TD East.
Oh, that
Woo!
was crazy.
But guess
Yeah,
what?
that's crazy.
Guess what? He didn't do it alone. He did it with Top himself. So
Oh, did he?
I see, I see
I
this
didn't know
whole,
that.
I see this whole thing as to get the culture back to what it was. It's a friendly fade. Let's
Oh
drop
yeah,
these
that's all it
bars.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm super excited about where hip hop is, the state of hip hop. Ray Vaughn, to me, has dropped the best song of them all.
Yeah.
I
That,
saw
that,
the track with Solo and Joey on Friday. You know what I'm saying? I
oh,
was just
you
like,
talking
oh,
about the freestyle? Yeah, the
yeah, the
freestyle was
freestyle.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Big
was like, oh,
Sean.
okay. And they even
Yeah,
still, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth. I haven't heard the
yeah.
Daylight joint yet. So as soon as we get done with this, you know I'm gonna play it because Daylight's my dude, you know what I'm saying,
He
from the same
predicted
turf,
from what you heard at the Red Bull freestyle, Joey was gonna rap. He predicted all of that. He was like, "You gonna do a bunch of light flips. You gonna probably say Ray with the shine." Like he like it was. I would say it's not a great song, but the bars is top level. If I had to rate them, um
right?
I would go Ray at the top because whole era, man, that thing is hard.
Yeah.
Uh, then I would probably go Reason, and then I would go Joey's, and then it'll be Daylights. But who from New York gonna help Joey? Because he getting smacked up from the West right now. But I'm happy because I'm a huge Joey fan. I've been tapped in since his project 1999. Been playing him a lot, putting OGs on like that, like New York rap. Hey, listen to Joey Badass, like he fired. CJ Fly got his diss track that he dropped 3 months ago, but they need some more help. But I'm just happy that they got in this ring. They ain't going to no lawsuits. We can drown that Drake stuff out. Kudos to Kendrick because Kendrick was like, I'm helping this happen. We need to get back to the bars, 3 verse tracks, all of that. And it's just a fun time as a hip hop fan. But it's dope. I can't wait to see what's next.
You know what? I think you'll see more lyrical dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like really coming
Yeah,
forth, like dropping bars. Now, whether or not they're able to make songs, they're able to make bops, you know, things that people want to listen to, that remains to
yeah,
be seen. But for people like particularly me, you know what I'm saying, who really the beats are cool, but I'm listening to the
yeah,
bars. Like I want to
yeah.
where's the rewindability? I want to be able to
Right.
listen to something and be like, wait, what you say?
Yeah, I need to hear that
Oh,
again.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
And
oh,
they're
okay,
bringing
you
that
dropped
back.
something like, wait, what's that word
Yeah,
mean? Or what's he talking about?
yeah.
Let me
What
hop
is he?
on Google
Ooh.
real fast. Like,
Hey,
oh, and then when you able to put it in context, you were like, oh, this dude is one of
I'm
them
listening
ones.
to I'm listening to old songs from Nas, whomever, MF Doom to this day that I'm listening to bars like, damn, I missed that. Like that's crazy. And it's getting back to that with Joey Badass, with Daylight, with Rayvon, with Reason. And it's kudos to K Dot because K Dot has been like culture. And Drake was the guy that was vibes. And it's gonna look a little tough for these vibe rappers because we're getting back to the bars, and I'm happy we are because the greatest of the game, that's what it's all about. You got to be able to have vibes, make good music, and you have to be able to have bars. Man, I
Oh
know,
yeah,
but
you thought I forgot about that. This
yeah,
dude, Mykell,
but that
while
album is
we're on the
different.
subject, this dude, Mykell, said Doggy Style was better than Mad Villainy. Yo, explain
Greater,
yourself.
greater. I said it's greater. I think that is greater as far as
No,
its
you said
impact.
better. That was the word you used.
Better. It is a
Then
better
you
for
went back.
me.
Then you
It
went
is
back
a
and said
it is
greater.
a better listen to me. I'm from the West Coast. I
I'm
grew
not from
up
the West.
all West Coast. Clearly you're not thinking doggy style over that album, but it is the pinnacle of Dr. Dre. It gives you the Gas, Corrupt, Nate Dogg, like that album. I don't gotta explain myself. But shout out to Rayvon and those guys to keeping it going. And shout out to us, Elon, for keeping it going. Misfits, of course, we got more to come for you. We're gonna be back with the full show next week. Check us out during the week. The Mykell Matthews Show, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I got you covered. And Lamb Chops. See where my guy E is taking you next. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We got a lot of heat coming for you. We ran into an OG out here in LA today. The flick is gonna be going up on IG very soon. Y'all gonna love who we were able to chop it up with. Um, and we got a new pod coming. New basketball pod is on the way. A lot of great personalities, some great things. The Misfits, man, I'm telling you, the Misfits, we got a lot coming for you. The Misfits and the Misfits presents. It's heat, Elam. Before we get
Listen,
out of here, what's your final words?
listen, you talking about the Misfits presents. Listen, we got some gunners coming for
Ooh,
you.
oh
Listen,
yeah.
I'm gonna keep it under wraps, but just know the chef, he's back in the States and he's coming. Protect your neck. Listen, the Misfits, we are the digital Wu Tang. This is the direction that we taking. Listen, we about
Yep.
to take over everything. Stay tuned. Lamb Chop Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Mykell Mathieu show Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and the Misfits presents. It's coming. But
Yeah. Hey.
until then, we are
Yep.
the Misfits. Don't fit in. Find a way to stand out. PG, what you got to say?
Hey, make sure y'all tap in. Me and my guy Elan gonna be together with my show and Infinity TV, LA Sparks Weekly. We're gonna be live streaming. So if you want to hear more of the Misfits together Wednesday night for the Sparks Phoenix Mercury game, you know we gonna act a fool together. We gonna act the ass and turn up. So whatever South Central and watch together is always a good time. So thank y'all for tuning in. We will see you guys next week, baby.